Hello, I'm Alex. I'm founder of Apexive, and in this video, I'm going to show you how you can build what is probably most common AI application, a chatbot with knowledge, using Odoo LLM. Odoo LLM is a set of open source modules that we have developed on top of Odoo ERP. And before we start, of course, we need to make sure that we have installed these modules. There are quite a few that we need to install. This LLM knowledge will install some dependencies such as LLM base and LLM store and a few others. I can go into details about these modules later, but basically you need to have LLM knowledge, LLM assistant. Then you also need to install some provider. I've chosen to use OpenAI and some vector store. And in this example, I have decided to use a Quadrant store, which is just right here. Those modules have installed a few dependencies, but once these modules are installed, the next thing is to configure them. So I will also take this opportunity to go over the few concepts that we use in Odoo LLM. You have providers. Here, there's an OpenAI provider configured with the base URL API key, and you see the implementation is the OpenAI API. You can think about providers like external API endpoints that you're using in order to build your AI application. From providers, we can fetch models, and this will create those models available through those providers. You can see through my API endpoint, this is what OpenAI offers me. And you will find those modules back under configuration and models. A few other things, tools, very similar to the MCP tools, but then specific to Odoo. For our chatbot, we will be using Odoo Record Retriever and the Knowledge Retriever. Basically, these tools are able to get any data from Odoo or from the vector store. And finally, the vector stores. I have configured Quadrant that's running in a separate container, and this configuration makes this vector store available to Quadrant as well. We'll get later to assistance. Now let's go to the next step and create a collection. I have already created a collection called Odoo documentation. I have chosen for this example to use the web pages from Odoo website in order to create a knowledge base about the Odoo developer documentation. I have created the collection. I have specified here that I will be using the vector store of the Quadrant and embedding model text embedding 3 small from OpenAI. And before I had any resources, I had to go here and say upload resources. And I have just copy paste a lot of URLs from the Odoo documentation to this field. Once you upload resources, they become a part of the collection. And you see that all of them are now ready. But every time you upload a resource to Odoo collection, it goes through stages of the RAG pipeline. And those stages are first draft. Then when resources retrieved, they're retrieved. And after that, they are parsed, chunked, and finally embedded, and then they become ready. For so many documents, it was a lengthy process. So I have done this ahead of time. And now we have a collection available for use. So finally, I want to be able to chat with the data in this collection. There is a standard knowledge bot assistant coming here with the standard installation of the modules. And all this is just a combination of the system prompt and a few variables, and basically telling the LLM whatever we're going to be used, that you're a knowledge assistant, you will be providing accurate information. Then finally, in the end, you can say, okay, you will be providing data only from knowledge base, or you should be using the general knowledge. You can basically modify this however you like. So I'm going to use this standard knowledge bot, but obviously for your chatbot, you can provide whatever specific instructions that you like. And finally, the last step, we're going to chat. I'm going to create a new chat. I'm going to select this knowledge bot assistant. We'll be using this Google AI Gemini 2.5, but you can obviously change any model you would like to use. And as you can see here, there are two tools, record retriever and knowledge retriever. The knowledge retriever is able to perform rec search inside of our knowledge collection, and the record retriever is able to access any record available to my current user inside of Odoo. So now let's try it, and I'm going to say, please show me how to use unit tests in Odoo and look this up in the Odoo documentation knowledge collection. Enter. So now we are making a call to the assistant. And as you can see, assistant called the knowledge retriever tool with this query and got quite a few of the results summarized. And here we have our answer. And to conclude, I would like to add that you can combine all different tools within the same chat session. So, for example, you can ask the assistant to perform some actions inside of Odoo database based on the knowledge that it has found in one of the collections, but that will be a topic for our follow-up videos. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'm looking forward to hear your feedback.